So here, so then if the stock drops to 43, which is below the strike price with puts, you're always looking to see if the stock is below the strike price. For calls, you're always looking to see if the stock is above the strike price. So for a call options are hurdlers. They have to hurdle the stock price. Put options are uh, limbo dancers, which means they have to go below the strike price. So you then have to buy the stock for 45, even though it's $43 in the market. And if you didn't want the company, then you probably shouldn't have made this deal. But if you do make this deal, then you can console yourself by saying, well, it's a moment in time. The stock could come back up. I just want to own the asset. Elon Musk did that actually when he bought Twitter. He started negotiating when the stock price was like 45 or 46, and then the price dropped to like 37 or 38, and he had to pay the $46 per share price, and he went to court over that, and they made him pay the higher price. But he held it long enough and did whatever he did, and the company's now worth, I think, about probably more than what it was worth when he first got it. All right, if you want to, so you could just keep the $200 if the stock stays above 45. So if the stock does not drop below the strike price, then you keep the premium. So remember, a put option seller, and when you sell a put, what you're doing is you're selling insurance. That's one way to look at it. So what you're doing is you're saying, if this asset drops below a certain price, I'll pay you that price for the asset. So that's why puts can either be used as a source of income if you want to sell them, or a source of security if you want to buy them. I buy puts. I bought puts recently on Oklo. I bought puts on I bought two types of puts, and I had for two different reasons. I bought puts on Oklo because I was worried that Oklo stock would drop. I bought puts on Oracle because I believe Oracle stock price is going to drop. Those are two different approaches to the same thing. So I bought the puts on Oklo because I own a lot of shares in Oklo, and I said, Lord, if the stock plummets, then I could lose a lot of money. So let me go ahead and buy some puts. Just take a little bit of the cash. I made tens of thousands of dollars. Let me take 5 or 10 grand and go buy me some puts as insurance. Give back some of the profits to position myself so that if this stock collapses, I'm going to be okay. So in that case, I bought a put as insurance. So what I did was I sent money into the universe, threw it out there. Somebody picked it up on the other end. Somebody got income from the money that I gave them, and I don't give the money away for free in that situation. I was making an investment. And so I paid them money to be my insurance company. I paid them money to guarantee me that, look, if my Oklo stock drops below a certain price, you're going to buy it for me, right? They say, yeah. And the clearinghouse said, okay, you sure you're going to do this? They say, yeah. Well, just to be sure, we need you to have a certain amount of money in the account that we're going to hold just in case Boyce's Oklo stock drops below a certain price and he decides to exercise his option. So I'm paying them to perform a service. I did the exact same contract for Oracle, but the difference is with Oracle, I don't own the stock. I don't have any. Kevin, I'm mad at Kevin because Kevin brought it up in class and he didn't. He should have like called me on the phone and cussed me out and forced me to buy it because we debated. Remember that, Kevin? We debated Oracle in class. We had a long conversation about it, and I said I don't know if I want to buy it, or we were just kind of inconclusive, and I didn't buy Oracle. And the next day, Oracle, remember that it went up like 40% the next day. And so I was sitting there mad, and I talked to Kevin, and I said, Kevin, did you buy it? And he said, no. So we just both missed out. So I wish Kevin had showed up at my front door and slapped me and forced me to buy it. But then again, I'm just joking.